Good morning, good morning, good morning.
So I think you're going to see this across the board. It's just a slowdown until we have more certainty. Yeah. And we now have a 90-day pause on the reciprocal tariffs. That means
See
more
how
elevated
today's gonna
uncertainty. Speaking of pauses, let's take a quick pause. Let's get the
play
opening. We'll be
out.
right back to Larry for a conversation. Here at the big board, we've got Project Hood. That's a Chicago-based nonprofit aiming to reduce violence, build economic opportunity at the NASDAQ. The online pet pharmacy, Pet Meds. There's something you want to buy.
Whether
Dog
the
gets sick,
stream is
man.
good.
You got trouble. No doubt about it. All right, Larry, let's
Boom,
continue.
boom,
I know we got a
boom.
little bit of background noise here, but you're making the point. You obviously talked about this. Listen, we were talking about it. The uncertainty. So many CEOs we're speaking to. I've heard this now many number of times, similar to early days of COVID, like 5 years ago. Sure. I just don't know what's coming. I have nothing to expect, and so I'm keeping my head down. Is that a fair way to sort of characterize it? I think that's a bad answer because today you need to run into the uncertainty and try to find solutions. Okay. So keeping your head down, I would not like that as an answer as a shareholder with any CEO. Right. I mean, to me, this is an opportunity to look for
Hmm.
opportunities. And because of all our
Let's
clients having
look to
uncertainty, we are spending more
opportunities.
time with more conversation with more clients globally than any time. Our job now is to be, helping, calming,
All these
giving them
things
giving them
good.
ideas. So if a CEO is saying, "What's
And
my head down?" Well, I guess that was the way one characterized it. But I guess it's the uncertainty itself that creates an inability to do long-term planning in terms of
so today,
capital
Friday,
allocation.
last day,
Education
last
capex is falling right now because
trading
people are
day of
understanding where should
this
that capex go.
volatile week.
But I do believe, as I said in my talk this morning, yes, I do believe the mega trends are still with us, whether it's AI, data centers, infrastructure, the whole.
So we're looking bearish as far as data goes. Go there. As we see, um, Asia did some expansion, didn't touch the New York previous higher low. London Open took Asia out, took the previous New York PM2. So you can, this is our previous day high, this is our previous day low. See what S&P tech companies looking like. Tesla is having some positive opening. Nvidia, Microsoft. So it's going to be mixed data today. It seems like it as far as tech. It's 30 pretty much reds. See that report going to hit at 10 a.m. New York AM opened with a reversal shift. This is here. That's a change of character. Now we're in the discount level zone, targeting these London lows. Liquidity grab formation. See the liquidity grab there, and this indicator setup. We are describing to this platform indicators. Um, Let me see if we're gonna have an entry today, Friday. Friday is a very interesting day to trade. If the setup is not clean and it's 100% clean, I would stay away from it. Um, but it depends. Again, you gotta trade the chart. You can't think for the chart. You don't want to think for it. You don't want to think for the market too. I don't recommend thinking for the market, or you just let the trade play out. You'll never know. Who knows? We just predict based on certain values and patterns, market shift, or structures to be breaking. You just ride the wave. You don't need to. Just risk management and try to minimize the stoppages. Getting swept out. When it gets stopped out, you will, right? You try not to, much as you can. See here, let's see if that thing is going good for the three Maroonies. Three Maroonies. Like, oh yeah, the cat, about that. So where is it? How is the let's look at US30 real quick. Did the US30? What did the Dow Aroni? Okay. So New York took London out. Took it right here. That was the liquidity grab. Um, there's this gap here. That was formed yesterday at the Asia session. What's going on? They don't look positive at all. Mm. So yeah, first Friday at first 30 minutes, let it play out. first 15-minute candle and the second, like first 30 minutes, just you let it play out till all the moves and the liquidity grabs and the manipulation and the price push. I don't I stay away from that open, and the open is volatile, especially now with everything going in a very volatile, unpredicted, uncertain way. Um, let's go to this chain. Excellent. Okay, that's what I'm gonna see. I want to make sure that everything is excellent. The dock. Dock it out. Dock. Go. What are you trying to do, S&P 500, man? What are you trying to do? Tech companies mix data. Let's check that again. Okay. We are going, seems like, got some positive move. So, going to get in a trade today. Seems like I have an excellent stream. I'm just making sure that the stream is quality and yeah, everything is going good. So we have some positive bullish data on the tech. Goldman Sachs is coming back. Open. Mixed data. Yeah, Fridays. Oof. Yeah, the Friday. The volatile. So we have positive push after New York been taken out. Yeah, and this is right here, see? That's where we look at the because for the previous sweep, like if you go to a different time frame, it might. Okay, let's go to the 1 minute and see where the 1 minute. If it loads. Yeah. So it took them, not clean, it took the bodies out. So you took the body, not the wick. Which is still a previous session sweep, you know, because it took the body, right? Bodies or wick, but these guys are out. So after this previous session that's been taken out, we can wait for a confirmation with change of character, Shosh. If you go to a lower time frame too, between the 5 and the 1, that's a 3 minute, there is a Shosh, a change of character was formed here after this London sweep. And the Nasdaq 100, Nasdaq 100, just load, man. Jesus. But again, first 30 minutes on a Friday. No trade. Unless if like the chart is telling you trade, please take this trade. Like the setup has to be clean, and but this is not a clean setup on a Friday. Not as clean as, especially in this market condition. The US 30, that was a nice. Now price is going pushing above the equilibrium of this session or trading session, right? At the 5 minute chart, of course, you know, each time frame will have its own premium, discount, and equilibrium setup on the chart. This you can tell that this premium and discount is showing that previous session, which is the previous session, the prior session. That's London high, London low. Your equilibrium is exactly where the 50% of the previous session. That makes sense. S&P 500 is 22 points. The market open. US Nasdaq 100 is hovering 83 to 100 points. And the Dow has 176 points. see what I'm looking at. My data watch list. Let's see that. Have an idea. Oh, you have an idea. So Friday, the news, the market is coming back after this 90 days pause of the tariffs, right? So there is a high probability that the market will take the previous day high, which is it will sweep and take those guys out that hovering at Asia on the 9th on Wednesday. That's the previous day. The previous session is here, and that's the previous PDH, previous day high. And that's where the TPs, right? If the data is good, the volume will push to a long positive bullish move. The previous day will be taken out. Most likely, right? First the previous session, then the previous session high, then the previous day high. And that's the upside or the downside. It's the same thing, right? It will go take the previous session low if it's going to bearish, and then it will take the previous session low, and then it will target the previous day low, where the market will, because it depends on the news. Based on what happened, and again, it's very volatile, you never know, but now the market, it's been positive. The market has been positive based on the pause on the tariff. That's what we saw. We saw a positive move. So Friday close most likely will take the day's high. I'm gonna wait and see if I can get a better confirmation to get an entry. If we can place a trade today, we are fortunate to see something positive in the chart, so we can take something live, which is most traders stay away from it, because I will make sure in this channel to go live as much as I have time or I can. If I have the opportunity to go live, I will go live, and we will place these trades live. Because we don't cap here, man. We don't cap. You know, I'm not gonna sit and record a million trades and decide, and the ones that they hit, post them. And the ones that getting blown out, you just don't do it. You don't post it. So we will see. If we get stopped out, we get stopped out, man. It is what it is. That's part of it, right? That's part of the game. Is you're not gonna, trade live, right? These guys, that's, trying to cap and sell these courses and charge people for all this money and the signals and all that. Just go live. Go live, man. Take L's in front of your people. That's fine. Take L's in front of your people. That's what you need to do. Take losses in front of your people. So tell it, you post the loss and then you sell. Like, it's crazy, man. Crazy. Crazy Rooney. Let's go. All right. So, watch the new, watch the, I use, Forex Factory, of course, so you can, you go to forexfactory.com. That. All right. Forex Factory Rooney, go to the calendar. This is how I set up. I filtered the calendar, right? I have it set up with red folders, right? Because I care about US news, so I have it filtered to USD. So these are the news schedule for, you can do it today, for the week, this week, so what upcoming, right? So these are the news for what happened this week, previously, and what's coming today. 8:30 PPI. It was down a little negative, and then we are waiting on this 2 minutes here, showing you what exactly when these red folders gonna pop up. And it's based on the news. You don't trade the outcome, because the market reacts in different ways. You don't want to trade based just on the outcome. So by analyzing the chart, we have an expansion. Nothing happened. Asia didn't do anything. London took the highs, the previous ones, and New York took the downside of London. But the data here means nothing. Not means nothing. It can change, right? So when the market, like now, there is news, a red folder in 40 seconds, and then it can go to the downside. It can sweep the down more. It can go fill the gap, the huge gap here. There is a huge gap, the one that it was created when the president tweeted the 90-day pause, or announced the 90-day pause. So this is the gap was created here. So, and if you can see that it didn't get filled all the way through, and it doesn't, you don't have to, right? But you know, this is the price. You never know when, if it's gonna go take the lows, and then in the New York PM session will rally up. So that, and this is 10 o'clock, 10:30. Are they gonna go take the guys down? They're gonna go seek deeper liquidity and then go to the upside and close a high close or high price at the end of this week trading session. But because there is mixed data too, Tesla now in the reds, right? It's mixed data. So Nvidia is still positive. We can tell from here like it's good, but it's mixed data, so you never know. It's very uncertain this time of the year and this time of the month, based on, so these, not the 90 days are not gonna be easy. Oh, you know, we're just, it's a bearish or it's a bullish, you know. It's most likely the market is not liking the tariffs. So that's the major setup. Well, we don't like the tariffs, and the stock is down. They try to come back, but these comebacks, they're not clean, they're not clear. Like, it's not like, oh, we're just not doing tariffs anymore. The tariff's still there. And you know, with that China, man, that percentage is crazy that they're talking about, and they keep retaliating through it, the Chinese, which is that's what they do too, you know. It's part of culture and part of, you know, a lot of things. So long story short, there is a lot of uncertainty in this market, and just be safe out there. For these guys, that they trade for a long time, just be safe out there. Don't over leverage your trades. You don't have to trade every day. Do not have to take trades every day, unless the chart is trade the chart. Don't think for the market, because you know there's days that you won't take the trade, and it's like, man, yeah, setup was there, but I didn't. And then when it plays out, you'll be like, man, I could have, but you can't. You know, you trust your gut, right? And practice. Practice makes perfect, and always inspect what you expect. So the information out there that you see, always inspect it. Do your due diligence, right? And just take a step back and say, okay, well, why am I gonna pay 5 racks for this course? Like, this is crazy, right? Why am I gonna go ahead and do this, right? Yeah, I want a Lamborghini, man. These guys in Lamborghinis, and you know, with the APs and with the timepieces and with the lifestyle that's not verifiable. Their trade's not verifiable. They don't take trades live, man. Don't take, just take demo account a trade, please, on a demo. Take it, but they don't, because, right? Oh, you're saying it because they get this exposed. You know, when they take these trades live, and the trade doesn't go the way that because their strategy is not. I'm not saying that they'll work. But if it's a 30% strategy win rate, you're not gonna go live because you're gonna get taken out 30% win rates. You're gonna get taken out 70% of the time. From 10 trades, you will lose 7. So you take 10 trades, you lose 7. And so who's gonna pay for your course? Who is gonna pay for your signal channel? If you're a 30% win rate guy. So, but they record the 30 wins and they post them. And you rent a Rari. Right? And you post that you're just a millionaire. If you got that Rari money, man, why would you want to sell signals? If you have the Rari money, why would you want to sell courses? But the guys, they're the real traders that they have a solid strategy, right? They have a solid strategy. They they have a good risk management, and they're trying to eat. That's fine. There is legit guys that they have a good solid strategy. And they will have a other source of incomes, like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and be a mentor and pass keys around, and I'm not gonna do it for free, right? I'm gonna charge them a couple $100, a couple hundred, yeah, like it's like a little money for the whole whatever, right? I'm gonna charge for my sauce. Or I don't claim that, hey, everybody's gonna be a millionaire like me and all that, but I'm gonna pass sauce around, and if y'all can get it and make money, it's fine. Like, that's different, right? But the people that these guys that they're claiming the millions of dollars, and keep charging these new cats and the youngsters, man, and the people that they don't know better. Because when you're in this trading game and it's not working for you, you were trying to find solution, and you're trying to justify the L's and trying to make it like, oh, okay, man, this guy's probably is, based on his lifestyle that he's flashing on social media, he's making it. So let me go ahead and follow him and join his boot camp, right? Sad, and if they just take these, let's say the 30% of the trades and not take the other 70 losses, then they probably. But how are you gonna know that his 3 trades out of the 10 that he takes accurately, those are the trades that you're gonna take? It doesn't work like this, because you gotta take all these trades. That's the reason why you're a 30% profitable trader. You gotta take the other 70%. You can't just stay out. You cannot dodge the other 70% of L's. You gotta take those. So you take those, and you take them. If your 70% of L's is a very low leverage risk, and the 30 is stupid crazy, then you can be profitable. But based on the math, it's not gonna work. That how would you know that your L's, that that the 30% of your L's is gonna be losing $100? So you lost $700, and then the 3 wins, the win is 1,000. So if you're losing 100 a trade, and you're getting stopped out 7 times, and these 3 times you're making 1,000, then you're up, right? Because in this simple math that I'm explaining, if your stop loss at $100 and your TP at 1,000, and you took 10 trades, 7 stoppages and 3 wins, that's 30% as far as the trade win, you're up because you lost $700. Your stop loss is 100, and on those 3 wins that you took home 1,000, 1,000. That's 3,000, right? So you're up. This is your trading setup, or this trading strategy. To your stop loss is 100 and your win is 1,000 from that 100, and you're getting stopped out multiple times, and you're getting stopped out more than your wins, and your wins, they're huge. That's the case. You are a profitable trader because you're making profits. If you're getting out of this game in every week and your wallet is up, you sleep good. You sleep good, man. Just the key is make sure that weekly you're up. So if you're up during the week, you'll be thinking, okay, man, this is Friday. I'm up. Do I need to be, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered, right? So you don't need to be greedy, right? You gotta be, greed is this other thing, man, in trading. You think you got it. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and flip that account today because I saw this guy flexing in that Rari and I want to get that car, man. And you are profitable all week, and you go ahead over leverage a trade on a Friday and you blow the account, right? This is where I have problem with these guys too, that they keep making it that the money is easy and it's there and you can go ahead and get it, and they charge you for it. So for these guys that they are silent assassins traders, that they don't go online, they have a recipe, they have a setup, they go ahead and scoop the money, right? Nobody knows about them. They're not like that's those guys, man. Those the Batmans. Those guys, they're solid, right? They figured out a technique to be able to scalp the market and not be greedy. Be humble. $10.15 and New York is kind of consolidating now. At the equilibrium now, hovering at the equilibrium. US 30. Rooney, Goldman Sachs. This is where, and on the US 30, this is my top. United Health, this is, yeah, I'm not worried about it, but this is where Goldman Sachs is very important to watch. Tesla, Elon Musk, man, Nvidia, yeah. Elon Musk. We're getting musked this year. 2025. Crazy. We're gonna make all the money in 2025. The check. absolutely amazing year. And if you're even traders in 2025, man, bless your heart. Traders in 2025, God, tough. Tough, 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 tough. Unless if you didn't, like, if you were, like, you were asleep, right? You slept 4 months. You protected your account. And you gotta continue sleeping, too. Crazy. Let's go. Wow. 15 minutes to 10:30. The 10:30 push. Let's see what 10:30 volume push is gonna do. Where we're headed. The market is like, okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are we gonna go? Where are we going, right? Hovering literally equilibrium Rooney at the equilibrium. It's crazy. This is the days, right? Previous day, the high and the low. We want to see where the market's gonna take us. Where are you gonna take us? Up or down? Oh, I'll be back. Oh, let's go. All right, we're back. Tesla pushing down, and yeah, these guys not liking it. We're not liking what we're seeing now, buddy. Oh, we're making sure that we're continuing to move, huh? Seven minutes. Wait, these 7 minutes. Let's see if there is any entry. I'm getting this. Oh, we're liking this gap. What it is? Is that what we're liking? The algorithm liking that gap. The algo. Breaking news. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. This mix. Okay, so S&P 500 cleanly took London low, as we can see. So it was a clean takeout. So they whipped them out. So those guys out there thought that they're safe They thought that they were safe. Oh, we're safe here. I'm sorry, man. This market is no mercy. Y'all thought that you're safe, huh? Jesus. They got whipped out. Crazy manipulation, man, in this market. Crazy manipulation. Crazy. I've been trading this setup for like this layouts and with sessions and the premium and the discount and the day highs and lows for a while now, and I've got used to it. And it's probably, I don't know, when you're a default chart setup guy, when you look at this with at the beginning, what are your thoughts? Probably at the beginning will be, it's for me like it makes sense. It's easy, simple. For me, it's simple. More simple with these layouts, so you know where you understand by understanding what the market is doing. Because the most important thing, you'll be like, man, why it moved there? The patterns is telling me that it's gonna go up. Bullish engulfing candle told me that this is what you need to do. Why? So now when you start understanding and have an idea that, oh, wait a minute, that New York session, it's seeking liquidity, it's stopping the London lows. So London low is getting stopped out. Then okay, well, are we seeking the gap? We like that gap that was formed in Asia. This gap here. Are we gonna go take them out? Are we gonna go take these gaps out? So, knowing or predicting that the market is going there, that's part A of the magic trick. Part B is, when are you gonna ride this candle? Like, okay, well, knowing that this price is gonna go to fill this gap, most likely, or go tap in the liquidity, right? And most likely it will tap in the middle level here. If it's a gap tapper, which is it will, right? But when am I gonna get in that trade? Because am I gonna get now in it, or I should have got it? Because here, what we wouldn't know, predicting that the market, it might go take London the highs and then go down with the manipulation. So you wait for a certain indication that, okay, well, since the market is gonna go to fill that gap, when am I gonna ride that candle? because this is what I trade. I ride. See this gap here. Look at this gap. The market will be very thirsty to go there, to fill it, right? When this is where I wait in certain times, certain volume pushes and certain indication that okay, now I have a push to the upside in this case. So the price is gonna be most likely taking the previous high, previous session high, fill in the gap, or take the previous day high in this scenario. So it will be okay. Well, between the previous day high and the previous day low, what are the gaps out there? So there is a gap here. So the market will be okay. Well, the algo will go clear this gap out. Okay, and then what's left? Oh, okay. Well, this is where we're gonna go. This is how we're gonna end up today. After taking all these guys out or stopping all these guys out, we're gonna go ahead and close at 54.60 or 54.80 or exactly where the high is, 54.91, right? So it finishes the journey to the upside. But it's mixed data. You don't know. Tariffs is insane. So the market, it's not moving. The algorithm, it's moving based on news events. And this is where it's challenging because these news events can change the direction of this whole setup. And it will force this algo to do its certain thing. But the algorithm, at the end of the day, it will play out. So it probably will play out for the beginning, and then it will let the news and the push does its thing. So because if there is a person out there that kind of, oh well, I know exactly what time and the algorithm is going to do, and I know exactly what's going to happen, and so if people knows all these information, they can just win every trade. So right, because but this is what you try to do. You try to minimize the L's or the losses by understanding, okay, well, the market is gonna seek liquidity. It's gonna take the London lows, like the trade that I took and I posted in my channel. It gave me a indication that the price most likely is gonna go take the lows in London. That was the trade that posted it a couple of days ago. So and I was right. I didn't move. I had a stop loss. I moved it to break even because it's the market. You got to do it when, especially these days, the market is volatile. So that's all what I did. I did not move my TP. I was exactly confident that the low is going to be taken out. And actually, it took the lows. It took the previous session. It took. But you don't need, because sometimes it will just take the lows and stop there and go back reverse on you, right? Sometimes it takes a previous session and will go reverse on you. Sometimes it takes the previous day or before even to take the day. Like sometimes it will be so crazy that there is trades that before the day is taken out, or probably the bodies, or you don't take the wicks, but the previous days on it's a wick setup. It's not the bodies. Sometimes it will just take the body out. And then a certain time of the day, if the session is at the end, especially New York PM session is ooh. But New York PM session, I have good success in it in certain times if my strategy is setting up, and hopefully in the future I will trade a New York PM live too. I would do my best to keep trading live. With live trading, because you have to be patient, right? I'm not gonna just open the market 9:30. Oh, I take a trade. I'm not doing that. You have to, unless if the chart is telling me, because you always I give this key. The key is trade the chart. Don't think for the chart. Don't think for it, man. Just trade what you see. And the news events, like watching the news, Sometimes I will be like, you know what, man, I'm not even, I don't want to even look at that because I have live data, right? These are live data, so I won't even looking at it. So it'll be like, because sometimes you will be on an algorithmic push to the downside, and the list is bullish. The list will be all bullish, and but my chart and the setup will tell me, hey man, this is a good short that you need to take, and I take it. So, but it's tough because when you have the data is telling you it's a bullish data, because sometimes it takes time for it to go back to the bearish. So if the data is bearishing, and let's say if a sweep is going to happen in a session sweep, right, and it is green, or now it's mixed data, let's go to US 30 as well, you know, little mix, but it's more bearish move. Goldman Sachs being just 1.5%. That's huge for Goldman Sachs, right? So it is a bearish Dow for now. It's been a bearish week, but the market's still undecisive. Moved a little bit to the downside. And it's hovering back up close to the equilibrium. So if I would try to take a trade, man. It's giving me I don't want to push it. I don't want to force a trade and take a L. I don't want to force a trade, you know, don't force a trade. Recommended not to force the trade. Making sure that this setup is let's go. Come on, come on. Let's see how the market Volatile session for stocks. That's exactly what I was talking about. I didn't even, that is the volatile session. It is very volatile. So you're gonna give me the setup to take a trade today? Are you? Volatile session. Volatile Rooney. Back to the equilibrium. Back to the equilibrium. Yeah. Yup. Come on now. What's going on? Where are we going, man? Let's go. Let's go. Where are we heading? Where are we headed? Hmm. Gold record high. Whoa, 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 whoa. The gold Rooney. Shout out to all of the guys that trade in gold. That doesn't mean that they're up, but because if you're taking shorts when gold is record high, you're gonna be in a tough spot. You're going to be in a tough spot. Very volatile session. Very volatile session. I just need that session to give us a indication of a upside. So we'll most likely in New York, it's gonna manipulate London because there is not a manipulation in these three sessions that happened yet. The sessions has not been manipulated. So if we look at there is not a manipulation happen which is taken the session up and down yet since yesterday, because yesterday market expanded to the downside, another expansion to the downside by London, right? Kind of, I don't know if you're gonna call this a distribution, right, to the downside. And then New York PM didn't even touch the highs or the lows in the AM, right? And then Asia didn't even manipulate or sweeps the New York PM. London start pushing to the upside, took those guys out, seek all these liquidity, right? So that's expansion. That's previous session sweep to the high to the upside. Then New York AM that till like now, which is almost 11 o'clock, just took London out. Didn't take Asia out yet. And there's a gap here filled. And so it is a very uncertain session. The sessions hasn't been manipulating the other ones, which is taking the highs and the lows yet. So as New York today is gonna take the previous high of London, which is how we going from the equilibrium to the premium on the London and try to take the highs and the previous session high, or potentially take the day high. That is wild. Let's see what the Rooney. Let's see what the Dow, the Dowie, the Dow. Yeah. You've got to be patient. No trade today? No. I want to trade. I want to show these guys that we know how to trade, man. The days you don't trade, the days that you don't trade, that's not a L, right? You protected your wallet. That's all what you did. But I'm not worried. You know, we're gonna have an opportunity, and I hope the opportunity will be a positive one. And if it was a negative one, it's fine too, man. You're not gonna win them all, right? If you're getting stopped out, that's fine. Show it. Like, go live and get stopped out in front of your people, in front of that. That's fine. So, and show them that it's fine. It's okay. It's okay for you to take L's, right? You have to change your mindset in this game by accepting the L's and understanding that the L's, they do happen. We can leave it at this live session. Nothing happened at the beginning. I've already predicted what the potential of market moves, but it's very volatile. The market is going to move to the upside or the downside. We don't, like, nobody knows now. You don't know with these mixed data, with all this stuff, the mixed data. You never know. Where is it gonna go? Are we gonna just tap this gap and go tap the one in the high here? Are we gonna push to the low? But based on everything going on, it is very too hard to predict where this is gonna end today. If they're gonna end it in a positive note or a negative note. During that time, if there is a trade that I would take today, I would post it. If I see an opportunity, we'll try to post it, or I will try to, I want to see if I'm gonna go live while that trade is up. We can, or I will just I wanted to do a live trade at the open, and that's what I was hoping, that we would see some opportunities, but I didn't see any opportunities, to be honest with you, here to take the session. The London low was taken out, but it was not clear when to take that trade at the short. If we activate the short setup here, because the market, when the market opens, this will not be respected, because this change of character won't be respected, because this change of character did not form after this London or the high was taken out. So it can be disrespected easily. So it's not a good, valid market reversal signal or change of character signal, right? And after the sweep, which is, I explained this in my previous live or video, that the previous session was swept, but there is not a formation or indication of a market shift, so you can take it to the upside yet. That's the reason why I haven't taken a trade yet, because based on the previous session that it was taken, I will wait for a change of character formation to then have a solid bullish entry in this scenario that just happened. So New York swept London, then you wait for the reversal signal so you can take the targeting the previous session high, since the high wasn't been taken out. In this volatile market, it's still right, it's pushing below equilibrium. It hasn't gave you any signals or indication that the market is going to reverse after a previous session is swept, if that makes sense. But yeah, watch my previous videos and lives. My previous live, I've explained the the key points of my trading strategy, you can call it, when I take the trades, and since I take the swings, right? So when do you take the trades, and how and why you take it? Why, and what is the reason behind it? This is what we're gonna go over in this channel. You know, be transparent as much as I can, being, you know, trying to explain, being simple as much as I can, for people that they wanted to learn this and trying to understand this. And please don't get scammed out there with these guys that they're trying to sell you things. And verify, inspect what you expect, and do your due diligence. For now, we will see you next stream.